know who I'm making or what's going on
I knew
here,
him
but
as Solus. Smart, thoughtful, loved to hear himself talk. But long ago, he had a different name. The Dreadwolf. Ancient elven god of lies, or heroic rebel against tyranny, depending on which story you believe. In his desperate fight against the corrupt elven gods, Solus imprisoned them, creating a veil that split our world from the raw magic of the Fade. He had won. But the veil cost the elves everything. Their magic, their freedom, even their immortality. Now, Solus wants to tear down that veil and undo the damage he caused, even if that means our world has to burn. Somebody's gotta stop him. And that's where you come in.
now here's the fun part. So, character. I've got a run going on my PC right now, and I am a Quinari in that run. So I'm probably gonna just wind up being good old-fashioned elf boy. Oopsies, that's not what I meant to do. So we'll do. No, go away. Not anyone, not any of you. I'm talking, there's something that keeps popping up on my damn PC here. There we go. Okay. Luckily there's no difficulty achievement or trophy or whatever. The only game that has one technically is Inquisition. Origins kind of has one, but it's only for like the one DLC, and you can super exploit it. So we'll just be a boy. Okay. So the character I have with the PlayStation is a Quinari Rogue Crow. Like I said, my first file that I beat on the PlayStation. So Rogue Warrior Mage. What's my special, like, what class was I think I'm a mage with that character. Fuck it. Let's be a warrior. Oh, I haven't changed my appearance at all. Whoopsies. Like, Archer's taken off me to get to the customization screen. That's because you dumb butt. You're not going to the customization screen, you're just skipping ahead. Let's see. Now, I have a thought. Should I side with the Shadow Dragons, or should I side with Antiva? Or the Crows, sorry. Because if I side with the Crows or with Treviso, I can't romance Lucana. If I don't side with them, I can't romance Lucanas. You know what? I think I'll switch myself. I think I'll be a mage Shadow Dragon. So I have more inclination to be a Shadow Dragon. Or save Minrathis, sorry. So yeah, I think I'll switch myself to being a mage so I can be a mage shadow dragon. I think that would be fun. I have not beaten the shadow dragon since literally like the beginning. I had a veil jumper character started apparently, but that's fine. This way I won't be able to romance Lucanus, but that's fine. That's totally fine. I'll just romance. This other character romanced Emmerich, but you know what? I'm fine romancing Emmerich again. So I've only ever romanced Emmerich as a Quinari, so I kind of want to romance him as an elf. I've romanced Lucanus as a human, a Quinari, and an elf. With Davron, I've only romanced him once, and I was a dwarf. But I think I'll romance Emmerich, because I've never romanced Emmerich as anything but a Quinari, and I've romanced him twice. So anything but, you know, the 2 times I've romanced him. Let's see. No, that's fine. We'll do eye color. I like heterochromia. It looks cool. No blue. Be prepared, I spend a lot of time in character customization, by the way, with Veilguard. Way more than I spend in any other Dragon Age game. Just keep that in mind. No, game, I don't want that color. I want this color. That grates me when the game does that. Oh, wait. Okay, I want that color, actually. No, not that color, game. This color. That annoys me when the game does that. I accidentally edited the saturation, but don't mind that either. Yeah, when you're scrolling down to get to this little area here, the game decides you want to pick the color right above the bars, which I do not want. Should I do this? No, I'm not going to do that. Not going to have any bloodshot. Should I have cataracts? My character on the PC has cataracts, so no, I'm not going to pick cataracts. Let's see. I don't know what color my hair is going to be yet. So you know what, I'll hold off on doing that bit. What should my hairstyle be? I think this is like the really long hair, isn't it? Yeah, it is like the really ridiculously long hair. Oof. We'll default to that for now. So yeah, I'll give this hair to my Inquisitor. This character also has black hair, so I'll give this character a different color of hair. Not funky hair. I think I want funky colored hair, but what funky colored hair should I pick? Oh my. Now that is funky hair. No. Now I'm gonna go back and match my eyebrows to my hair color. Okay, and I will do nose 1 should be fine. We'll just no. Yeah, nose 1 should be no. Wait, 1, 2. Yeah, nose 1 will be fine. Size, we'll shrink your nose a little bit there. We'll do nose tip, we'll just shrink that a little bit. Width, we'll just shrink that a little bit. And then we'll do the mouth shape. We'll just get the width down a little bit. Lip thickness down a little bit. Ears, I like big elf ears. I think I've mentioned this before, I like big elf ears. Hair's fine. I'm just gonna turn this up to 100 so I can see what I'm kind of doing with the colors here. I'll probably wind up turning all these back down, but I really just want to see what I'm doing here. Look at this clown makeup I'm wearing. Look at it. Look at the color combination. Purple, red, green, and white? Yeah, purple, red, green, and white. What is this? We'll do... I think I want to keep that color. Color 2. I gotta get Shadow Dragon colors, man. I'm actually digging the way this makeup looks. I like the it's the foil effect that I've got. I think that's what's doing it for me. And then tattoos. So we'll do, because with the elves, it's all about the Valenslain, right? Now, since your character's not Dalish, you don't really, it's not really necessary to have Valenslain. I just like having it because it looks cool. Now, I like Falondins, I like Elgernons, but I've mentioned this 100 times, I love June's Valenslain. So pick that one because I think my character in Veilguard, or Inquisition, is that one. So I'll pick this one. I really love June's Valenslain. Okay, and then we'll do... Can't really do purple. Not really much purple options, is there? Not particularly. guess that's fine. I still think that. Oh, to be fair, I can turn up the density, or intensity, sorry. Dig it. Let's see. Okay. So we'll do that. And now for scars, I want to make sure to have cool looking scars. What does this one look like? I can't tell. Oh my. Okay. That's a lot going on, but I like it. So, accept changes. But then I gotta remember to go back, because when I notice a lot of times when I go to customize my Inquisitor and I come back, or I start the game, my character's not wearing the makeup that I put on him. Or them. So we'll do Shadow Dragon's the third option. Rook is a Shadow Dragon. This underground resistance opposes corrupt rules and slavery in Tevinter. Coming from all walks of life, they are determined to bring justice to the people. Gain reputation of Shadow Dragon more quickly. Deal increased damage versus Venatori. Your class-specific resource regenerates slightly faster. I also think in the PlayStation I don't have the trophy where I need to have 3, because like the way this game works is you have like the faction rank, and I don't think I ever got to rank 3 for Shadow Dragons, so this actually might help. Breaker of bonds. Rook risked everything to liberate the enslaved people of Tevinter, even knowing it would anger the ruling elite. So the foundling Rook was adopted into a military family and joined the Shadow Dragons to fight from the shadows for change in Menrathis. While guarding a visiting dignitary who was investigating a slavery ring in the nearby city of Nessus, Rook concluded that the mission would fail without throwing caution to the wind. Alone, he sneaked the dignitary... Wouldn't it be he snuck the dignitary deep into the Venatori-controlled zones and brought him back along with the rescued slaves. These actions brought Rook to Venatori's attention, and the Shadow Dragons decided to keep Rook out of sight. We'll just do normal mode here. Before I do any other customization, I'm going to go to my Inquisitor. Now we'll do the Inquisitor I just made, who is a human male. And we'll do appearance. I always go here, but I don't ever edit that, so I don't know why I do that. Character is in fact darker skinned. Whoopsies. Okay, so we'll do that, and then the character has... Keep him a smaller jaw. And then I always give my characters shorter chins because I don't like characters with pointy chins. Body shape. Muscle. Ugh. No, we'll do kind of this middle bit here. There we go. Body proportions, I imagine you being really tall, because you can't edit this stuff in Inquisition. I'd make the character like the big muscle-bound idiot-looking character, but he's not a warrior. He's actually a mage. I think I mentioned that. Eye shape is fine. Eye color. Purple. His eyes were purple. His eyes are definitely purple. I remember that. Do-do-do-do. Okay, so technically that character has purple eyes, but I made the inner irises white, so that's why I gave him the inner white irises. So we'll do those, and then yeah, because the character I have, his color palette is blonde and purple, like yellow and purple essentially. So I wanted a unique type of color combination that I don't usually pick, and purple and yellow is not one I tend to think of when I think of nice, cute color combinations. I don't think of that one. But it somehow manages, I feel like I managed to make the character look pretty damn nice. I'm just tooting my own horn at how to make characters. I did, however, have to edit his ears a little bit because one of my favorite hairs is like like a side part kind of to the right with a braid at the back on the left side. But with the human's ears, it clips really bad, so I had to kind of adjust his ear size a bit, and it looked kind of weird initially, but I got used to it. He also has long hair naturally, because this is the hair he had. I was talking about like the clip, but I can't pick the clipped hair or the braided hair that I like, so. But that's okay. Can I pick blonde? Can I? Yeah, there's definitely a way to get blonde. Just gotta work it somehow. Here's blonde. I did not give him facial hair. Oopsies. Oh, that's because I haven't been given the option yet. Duh. Whenever I make a human or a Quinari, I always give them facial hair. Just throwing that out there too. I'd rather him actually have the brown or the black facial hair, but you can't switch it in Inquisition. Your beard and hair color have to be the same, which I think is kind of weird, but switch that, and then you've got, I'm gonna turn up the brightness again just to kind of get an idea of what I'm working with. And then yeah, I'm spending a lot of time in character creation. How long have I been playing this? 24 minutes and I'm still in character creator. Look at this clown makeup. Green, yellow, and turquoise, I think. Yikes. Yeah, clown. Let's switch that up. I do have a mod in Inquisition installed too that gives me cooler eye makeup, so thankfully I can work with that in this. I can actually work with cooler eye makeup. So obviously the humans and anyone else can't get the Valisline. But I don't think they kept the tattoo that I like. Doesn't look like they did. No, they did not. That is moderately disappointing, but that's okay. We'll do this one. Because the tattoo I have is a really cool one, but they took it out. It's not in this game. That's fine. And you obviously can't do body tattoos because you don't see your Inquisitor without their clothes off. It would make for a very interesting scene though, wouldn't it? So we'll do that. Now we gotta finalize. Your name is not Maxwell. Get out of here. His name is Balder. Yahoo!
I won't let this stand. We need to move.
We need to move.
We need to move. It can't end like this.
So summary, Balder Trevelyan. Inquisitor Trevelyan came from minor human nobility in the Free Marches. Willing to plunge into danger, he proved his worth in battle, even before he took command of the ever-growing Inquisition. As Inquisitor, yes. This character hasn't finished the game yet, but I already know what he's going to do through the whole game, so naturally I gotta go Dorian, sorry. Especially since I am actually siding with the Shadow Dragons. When the Northern Mage came to the Inquisition looking for help, he discovered a love enduring and rare. Born and raised in the Tevinter Imperium, Dorian hadn't thought he'd find much to impress him when he traveled south. But as he and the Inquisitor became drawn to each other, their attraction bloomed into a deep and caring relationship that endured even after Dorian reluctantly returned home. So my only issue is if you side with Treviso over Minrathous, or the Crows over the Shadow Dragons, is you see Dorian at the beginning and then not again till the very end. Whereas if you side with Minrathous or the Shadow Dragons over Treviso, you actually see Dorian and he has his own quest line. In the middle, like between the beginning and the end, he has his own quest line. So disbanding the Inquisitor, made a rare decision to give up. No, this character is extremely religious. I actually made him very religious. It wasn't surprising when the Inquisitor relinquished power to the Chantry. The Inquisition was founded by one of its most faithful knights, and had ties to its newest leader, Divine Victoria. Some members of the Inquisition simply became part of the Chantry hierarchy, while others went on their way. Vowed to stop Solus. Vowed to save Solus from himself. The character is also ridiculously nice, by the way. So, Solus vanished in order to put his plans into motion. The Inquisitor refused to give up on him. The Inquisitor believed he saw genuine regret in Solus and that he didn't truly want to go through with his plans. He vowed to save his friend from dooming both the world and himself. The Inquisitor's influence had diminished, but he still had contacts who began searching for the Dread. Friendship and romance Dorian, fate of the Inquisition given to Chantry, the hidden god, vowed to save Solus from himself. Finalize, yes, absolutely. Now I gotta go back and make sure this character's actually wearing his damn makeup. Oopsies. He is, okay. Excellent. I don't want that to be your name either. Made a lot of characters and I don't want to choose any of the names that I've already picked. My other character, I shouldn't choose the same name as him, like the one I have on the PlayStation. Hmm. No.
Time to get to work. What's he been saying now?
I do not like this voice.
What's he been saying now? What's he been saying now?
What's he been saying now?
I like the low pitch for masculine one, but I do not like masculine 2 at all.
What's he been saying now?
Okay, that's good. Good. It's been half an hour, but I finally started. Hooray!
So, where were we? Oh, right. Him. Our best plan is to stop the Dreadwolf before he can perform his ritual. After following his trail across half the known world, we finally tracked him to Manrathus, capital of the Tevinter Imperium. But to find the Dreadwolf in a city this big, we need a local expert. So, naturally, our story begins where all great stories begin. With the seediest bar in town. And a missing contact.
Let's try this again. Where's Nev Gallus?
You think you can come into my bar and make demands?
Nev Gallus is my only shot at finding the Dreadwolf. I'm not leaving until I know where she is. Be ready to talk by the time I get to you.
Darling, you're adorable. Not enough gold in the world for this.
Varric, now!
Meet Bianca. She'd like you to stay a while.
Nev Gallus.
Dumat Plaza. The Venatori cultists took her to Dumat Plaza.
Thanks. Your friend Nev Gallus is at Dumat Plaza.
I heard. That's why you're my second in command. Although, for the record, there was probably an easier way to do that than fighting an entire bar.
See you say that. But we do have Nev's location now, so...
Don't get cocky.
Come on. Harding will be worried.
All right. Break's over.
I hope Nev's as good at finding people as you claim.
She's the best damn detective I've ever met. If she says she's got a lead on Solus, I believe her. The Archon's
Oh,
palace.
I gotta
Something must have gotten
balance
them
my
riled up.
controller with petting the damn dog.
Should we
'cause
be
he's
in more of a
rubbing my
hurry to
arm.
get out of here?
We don't want to
So,
look
my character
conspicuous.
veers off course,
Just get
that's
out of
why.
here nice and casual. Find Nev Gallus and stop Solus.
You still think you can talk him down before he starts his big ritual?
That ritual is going to tear down the veil. The only thing separating us from the Fade and an endless number of demons. I have to talk him down.
Wait! But I didn't do anything!
Get down.
Are they after us? Is it because of the bar?
Word travels fast in Minrathous.
We've got to help her.
We don't have time to get arrested, especially if we... Oh, crap.
We're too late.
The ritual started. But if we hurry, we can still stop Solus before it finishes. Let's go! Harding's this way. She'll get us to Dumont Plaza, and Nev will get us to Solus.
Watch out! Is Solus summoning demons on purpose?
My guess is the veil is weakening, and they're slipping through the cracks.
When the veil comes down completely,
And the whole world is going to look a lot like this. Come on, this
EP.
way. It should get us to Harding.
Not, Oops. He doesn't like my slightly higher pitched EP noise.
You're safe now. Get inside and bar the door as quick as you can, okay?
Thank you, miss.
Harding, you all right?
I've been doing what I can to help. The ritual must be weakening the veil. There are a lot of scared people out here.
And a lot of demons. Haven't seen this many come through the Fade in years.
And what about you two? Are you okay?
we're good. We need to move.
Agreed. Solus isn't waiting, neither can we.
Have you got my gear?
Right over there. Where's Nev Gallus? Wasn't she at the meeting point?
Venatori got to her first. We grabbed her before we arrived and paid off the bar owner to keep it quiet.
I'm not surprised our detective did something to piss off a cult of murderous blood mages, but their timing stinks. The bar owner said the Venatori took Nev to Dumont Plaza. Can you get us there, Harding?
Rook, you're with the Shadow Dragons. I figured you'd know Minrathous better than I do.
Sure, but Minrathous is huge, and this is nowhere near my neighborhood. I can try.
Don't worry, scouting's my specialty. Follow me.
I was expecting it to die, but I forgot
up.
they
We've
actually
got
need
company.
dialogue with this dialogue. Whoops. So soon, it's been almost a year since I... Actually, it's been over a year since I played the dialogue. It was on the Xbox. not
Demon.
PlayStation. Whoops.
Here they come. I think that's the last of them.
Good. Let's get to Dumont Plaza and find Nev. You two all right? Patch yourselves up if you need it.
I don't get it. If Solus tears down the veil, doesn't that destroy everything?
Solus always talked about how beautiful the ancient world was,
That world existed before the Veil, and he wants to bring it back.
even if his ritual kills us all in the process.
So So during that battle, I was kind of leaning forward so I could focus a little better, and the dog stuck his damn nose down my shirt, and now under my shirt is ticklish. Because he hit it with his wet nose and then his whiskers. Oof. Now this is just having a dog stick his nose down my shirt. Apparently I shouldn't lean so far forward.
Oh no, I think that's too much.
With a shirt up this way.
Let's move!
To be fair, it's an off-shoulder sweater. That's
Venatory
probably
cultists!
kind of my fault. That's my fault. It's an off-shoulder sweater.
I hate these assholes.
I figured, just since it's getting colder, I should probably not keep wearing my fun t-shirts and actually wear. Because none of my long sleeve shirts are actually fun, graphic ones.
Looks like the
It's all my
Venatori
short
put up a
sleeve
barrier
shirts.
to block the way.
I got a couple of fun sweaters, but none I'd want to wear. Whoops.
Avenge our fallen brethren!
Friendly bunch of cultists, aren't they?
Used to fight these assholes every day in the Shadow Dragons.
Glad you kept up practice. Come on. Guess we're sliding down.
They're allies of Nev Gallus! Kill them all! Very dangerous! Go the streets! Venatori, take your revenge!
Another barrier. But it looks like Nev's work, not the Venatori's.
Varric, Harding. Not the worst timing.
Nev, it's so good to see you. We thought the Venatori had kidnapped you.
They thought the same thing. A lot of Venatori in this city have reason to hate me. Figured I'd play along. Find out who wanted to settle the score this time. Then the sky started raining demons. So I'm back on the job.
Appreciate it. Rook, this is Nev Gallus, our local expert. She's gonna help us find Solus. Nev, meet Rook. Both of you have done some work for the Shadow Dragons.
Isn't that a coincidence?
Some old friends said if I was working in Tevinter, the Shadow Dragons are worth trusting.
Nice to meet you. Based on the Venatori, you've got excellent taste in enemies.
I do my best.
You said you had a lead?
I haven't seen Solus in person, but I did find hints of old magic, similar to what you get in Elven ruins. I traced it to a building beneath Our Lady of Victory. That's where your man is hiding.
Then let's go. Before this ritual he's doing gets any worse.
Worse, this ritual's already drawing more power than I'd expect from a dozen mages. You told me he was working alone.
I also told you he was an ancient elven god.
An elven god. Well, whatever he is, he's causing trouble in my city. Let's go.
Also, oops. My throat is really sore all of a sudden. We'll see how much I can still keep talking.
So if
I
we
think
do
it's
catch
from,
Solus, or the Dread Wolf, whatever he calls himself, what's the plan?
He wants to bring down the
I'll
veil.
wait till later.
Hopefully that ritual takes his full attention.
So we catch him while he's doing his ritual, so he can't fight us.
That's the hope. If it comes to a straight-up fight, dead.
So when I had supper on, not yesterday, yesterday was Sunday, so Saturday, when I had supper, when I swallowed something, it was like kind of like a hardened piece of
We
crust
can
on
slide down the
pizza.
line to get across.
I'm getting too old for this.
And I think I cut the back of my throat because if I drink too much carbonated things or
There. That's the building I track Solus to.
eat anything super crunchy, it actually
Looks like the
really
Venatori
starts to
also
hurt.
found
And
it.
apparently if I
And then
talk too
demons
much,
found
it starts
them.
to hurt as well. I don't know. I haven't talked much these past few days. I don't tend to talk a lot anymore. And I don't know, it feels weird because I have so many dream books this week, it feels like I just have a bunch of short dreams. Technically weird,
Enchantment on the entrance.
because my Andromeda stream wasn't even 4 hours. And then this stream, technically, the Veilguard stream can be about 3.5 hours.
So this is the Dreadwolf's
The
hideout.
Inquisition stream was
One of
barely
them, at least. Not
2
sure how long
hours.
he's been here.
Or 3 hours, sorry.
Some of this looks ancient.
It wasn't even 3
Solus
hours,
has
it
been
was barely
around
2
longer
hours.
than Manrathus itself.
So it just feels like I got a bunch of short streams in 1 week. Think I got time for that? Actually, I do. Because when I'm done work, I don't tend to have a lot to do.
Broken chains. Solus is freeing
Except in
slaves.
December.
Solus hates slavery. One of the few things we
Because
actually agreed
on-
on.
He
Well,
said the other elven gods
only
were
things
tyrants who
in
oppressed his people.
stone.
He was trying to help them.
There's like a Christmas party at work on the 19th, and a Christmas party for my mom's family on the 20th. And then my sister, the pregnant one, and her husband are coming down from British Columbia on the 22nd, and they'll be here on the 23rd with my brother and his girlfriend. So within the span of a week, that's 3 Christmas parties and gatherings. So I'm going to be stressed for
What
a
do you
very long
see?
time.
No sign of Solus.
Because you
Just
think,
a big
well, it's just
glowing
family
window
gatherings,
or
it's
mirror
fine. No,
or
my family
something.
gatherings suck. 'cause there's
Well,
too many
that
people.
sounds ominous.
And I don't get along with most of my family.
Ancient
so-
elves doing something to a dragon, I think.
Yeah. Trying to control it, maybe?
Solus said the other elven gods were evil. If they were binding dragons, he was right about that much, at least.
Yeah. I don't get along with really anyone on my mom's side of the family. My dad's side of the family is fine. It's my mom's side of the family.
More demons.
I've got plenty of reasons to not get
It
along with
sounds like
my
that
side of the
opened
family.
something below.
Then let's have a look.
Most of them are not great. My dad's side's more old-fashioned than my mom's side, but they're also not as talkative, and it's not as loud. But either way, doesn't matter which family gathering I go to, they all really like to get drunk. So all it really is
This
I'm
the
just
big
surrounded by
glowing window you
a
saw
lot of
earlier, Rook.
drunk people. Not comfortable for someone who doesn't particularly like drink.
Well, we're not in Manrathus anymore.
I know these trees. This is Arlethan Forest.
And there's your ritual. The power
Casual drinker,
involved.
but I don't like
Never
to drink.
seen
I
anything
don't
like
drink
it.
to get drunk. Not usually. I did last.
The tremors are getting worse.
I did on the weekend of the
And
Grey
we've
Cup.
got demons.
That's the last time I did. And the first time I did all year.
I thought the demons were bad back in Minrathus.
The Fade's a mess this close to the ritual. No telling what could come through.
Does it feel like those tremors are getting worse?
Keep moving and try not to think about it.
For some reason I was trying to use right on the D-pad to switch my weapon, but that's the potion.
We get tremors every time one of those big crystals at the ritual site lights up.
That's why I use the
Not
potion
many of them left
instead
to
of
light.
switching.
Might want to hurry. Almost there. Quite a few of them, aren't there?
Nothing compared to how many we get if Solus finishes his ritual.
Usually I try to get those statues right away, but I think I need to put some of them off just for the sake of
We have to stop this
not trying to
demon
remember which
quickly.
ones I found and look at them.
Watch the lightning!
How did a demon this large get through the veil?
It's a pride demon. Damn thing probably sensed Solus's ego.
Everyone all right?
Good enough. Let's get to Solus.
All right. I'll take it from here.
Are you sure?
Positive. You three just keep the demons off me while I talk to him.
Varric, Solus isn't gonna stop just because an old friend asks nicely.
Solus needs someone to sell him another option, to help him justify changing his mind.
We've got your back. If anyone can get through to him, you can.
Thanks, Rook. Whatever else he is, he's my friend. And if he won't listen to me, then he'll hear from Bianca.
More demons!
Take care of the team for me. Hey, Chuckles. Hope I'm not interrupting.
Let's buy him some time.
I hope Varric is getting through to Solus.
We better talk fast. We can't hold these demons off forever.
The Veil is a wound inflicted upon this world. It must be healed.
By drowning the world in demons?
I have taken precautions to minimize the damage, Varric.
Minimize the... People are dying right now. You need to listen. Please.
People are always dying.
First major character death
It is
in
what
the
they
game.
do.
Shit. We need a better plan.
Do you want me to take the shot?
Won't work. He's too powerful.
What if we disrupt the ritual?
How?
See those statues? If we break the scaffolding holding that one up, the whole thing will come down on Solus.
It's risky. Interrupting a ritual of this scale will have consequences.
And what about the demons? Varric needs us to hold them off.
Right, you two stay here. I'll bring down the statue.
What? No. Stepping into all that raw magic is suicide.
The storm could tear you apart.
Anyone got a better idea?
Fine, but you'll need backup. I'm with you.
I'm a mage. I'll go.
Either way, someone needs to stay back and deal with the demons.
Let's go, Harding. Nev, keep the demons off us.
You got it.
Ultimately, this decision really doesn't affect anything. It affects who you wake up to after this sequence and who has those bruises and the cuts and whatever on their face for like the first quarter. Pretty much until after the attack on the so until then they have the cuts and bruises. Places, oh god.
Bring down that scaffolding!
Going, Harding.
Why tear down
So
the
much
veil,
cutscenes.
knowing all the lives it'll cost?
We shared a journey years ago. Do you believe that I would do this if there was some other better option?
The pillar's weak, but
It isn't falling! We need to push it!
I'm with you!
Together! Now!
You came a long way and made a valiant effort, Varric, but this story does not end with my downfall.
Push!
You have no idea what you have done.
Soulless? I know what I did. I stopped you from destroying the world.
I was not destroying the world. When you disrupted my ritual, the magical energies pulled me here, into the Fade.
Okay, so that's why you're here. But why am I here?
Your physical body is unconscious, but you shed a few drops of blood at the ritual site. Enough for a tenuous connection.
Blood magic?
Firstly, I abhor the use of blood magic. Secondly, had I the power to control you, I would already have used it.
All right, you brought me here to talk. What are we talking about?
The Evanurus, or as you would call them, the Elven Gods. The creatures that escaped. In ancient times, they ruled the elves, but that was not enough. They sought not just to be obeyed, but to be worshipped. When I rebelled, they drew on the horrific magic of the Blight, corrupting all they saw until I trapped them. Thanks to you, though, I am now trapped, and the blighted Elven Gods walk free.
Right, you were innocently doing nothing when we came along.
The prison in which I had trapped them had begun to crumble. I was moving them to another.
So you weren't tearing down the veil and drowning the world in demons and wild magic.
I had a plan.
Varric always said you'd have a big explanation for why none of this was your fault.
Varric?
Yeah, he said that's your style. Never quite lies, clever half-truths that let you convince yourself you're doing the right thing. He tried to talk to you anyway, and now he's hurt.
Varric is quite practiced at shading the truth himself.
So those things that got out, you said they were gods?
They said they were gods. Blighted, tyrannical, sadistic gods. It took all my power to imprison them millennia ago, but I am certain you will be fine.
That's really helpful. What are you, the elven god of sarcasm?
Lies, treachery, and rebellion, depending upon the story. And how could I help? I do not have my ritual dagger. I cannot access my network of mirrors to travel from the lighthouse to anywhere in the world. All I can offer is what I know.
Helpful advice from the elven god of, and I am quoting you here, lies, treachery, and rebellion.
Depending on the story. Elganan and Gillenane are your problem to solve. This is your responsibility now.
Why? Why tear down the veil?
Do you want me to take the shot?
You have no idea what you have done. This is your responsibility now.
Well, look who's still with us.
Varric? You're okay. But I saw Solus stab you. You fell.
Trust me, kid. I've had worse. It'd take more than a flesh wound to stop me. Don't think I'll be making it out to the field anytime soon, though.
What happened?
I did my best to talk sense into Solus, but of course, he wasn't listening. He never does.
The plan did go a little wrong.
Yeah. Nev got everyone out, by the skin of her teeth mostly. And before you start worrying, Harding will be fine. She's made of sterner stuff than either one of us. Or, at least, she's a lot tougher than me.
I should have come up with a better plan. I should have...
You worked with what you had, and you succeeded, by the way. World isn't drowning in demons.
It isn't over, though. We trapped Solus in the Fade, but something else got out. Something...
Rook, you've got this. I've seen your work. Like the time you disobeyed orders while taking down that Venatori slavery ring. There's a reason I dragged you into this whole Solus mess. You're clever, adaptable, and you don't know when to quit.
Rook? You're awake. Sorry, I didn't mean to barge in. I was just looking for elf fruit.
No, it's fine. I was just going to stretch my legs.
Oh, Rook. Watch your step out there. If you put a foot wrong, you'll fall forever. Yeah, on top of everything else, the Illuvian took us to the Fade. The place where dreams come from, so... that. Yeah.
Then I really need to look around.
Yeah, you should. And we should talk about things. Maybe find Nev. She's outside, looking around. There's a room with a table down the stairs. I'll meet you there.
Go ahead, Rook. Me, I need to sleep. See you later, kid.
So, despite everything, I'm still going to recruit Lucanus first. And then but instead of doing all of, like, the Crow quest lines, I'm going to immediately go get the Shadow Dragon, or talk to the Shadow Dragon so that Nev can unlock her other skills. Because the problem with what they did with Nev is she can't even use any skills outside her base ones until after you do that whole thing with, the Shadow Dragons. Which kind of sucks, but... I'm gonna get a drink, I'll be right back. I was also getting a treat, or a lick mat for the dog so he leaves me alone. Just a, weird little bumpy mat you can put treats into or snacks into and the dog will just spin while licking it. So letter dated 6 months ago. Murkar, good to hear from you. I hope the North is treating you well, even if your quarry remains elusive. Things here in Menrathis go about as well as expected. The Venatory presence continues to grow, the result of an obscene amount of gold being funneled into the cult by sympathetic magisters. Some of the Shadow Dragons have had run-ins with some of them, particularly the ones seeking revenge for your shutting down of their slavering in Nessos. But don't trouble yourself. This is nothing we can't handle. For now, focus on your work with Varric. A strong alliance with someone with ties to the Inquisition and Kirkwall can only benefit the Shadows and the people we serve. Bring the light and good luck. The Viper. Ooh. So yeah, I'm gonna go get Lucanus initially, and then I'll, instead of doing all the Antivan or all the Treviso side quests, I'm gonna do them after I get the Shadow Dragon stuff. Because that's what sucks with Nev. Like I said, she doesn't get any of her oopsies. No. Oh, I can't do a level up thing yet. When you level them up, every character has their set of skills, and Nev only has the couple. Because you have to do the Shadow Dragon stuff to unlock the rest of the forward.
Look who's with us.
We're really in the Fade.
Land of raw magic, nightmares, and this, apparently. It's a lot to take in.
Harding thought we should talk about what comes next.
She's not wrong. But if you need a breather, can't hurt to look around first.
So yeah, now I'd like to do that with Nev right away. So I'm gonna actually do the Evoker specialization, because my last stream of this I did Deathcaller, and my Quinari character on the PC is doing this build, so I'm gonna go with this build here. So we'll do okay. Because each one, I think there's the Eclectic Armor, which is medium and light armor combination, and there's the one with the light helmet and armor, and then there's one with the medium helmet and armor. The Crow one, like the Death Call and all that, the Spellblade is medium armor, and the Evoker is light armor. Like for the skills you can get.
Wisps. Figures they're in the Fade, but I swear they're following me.
You alright?
Strange place you've fallen into, but I'll work with it. You know me.
Do I?
We're both Shadow Dragons and both from Minrathous. Maybe our paths haven't crossed, but I know our work has. It's a start.
And shadows stand together.
That's the idea. Cross your fingers it works out for us.
You take a lot of notes. What about?
Lately, what we know, or knew, before Solus changed the game.
And it's...
Not much. I'm sure Lace would hate to hear that, but one step at a time.
Okay, so step one is figure out what we're chasing.
Right. And the 20 other questions that need answers...
That's step two?
I can see why Varric brought you on.
We've just got to start somewhere.
It wasn't supposed to go this way. What do we do now? What do we do?
Harding?
Oh, hey, Rook. How's it going?
I should be asking you that. I got you hurt.
This is a dangerous job. Everyone knew that signing on. There's so much to do. We have to keep going.
You don't slow down for much, do you?
You sound just like Varric. And I always said, well, someone's got to keep you on your toes, old man. So, that's what I'm here to do. That's what I have to do. We need to get back to the ritual site, don't we? Let's stop worrying about me and go do that. Come get me when you're ready to go.
You know, looking back on it with that line she says specifically, and I always told him this, kind of feels like that's kind of easy to overlook, but you read a little bit more into it and it's like she's referring to Varric in a past tense. You're like, Sorry, if you don't know what happens to Varric by now, it's not my fault. Go check up on it.
So, we stopped the ritual.
And Varric paid the price.
Hey. Varric made his choice to go talk with Solus. He knew the risks. We all did.
And now Solus is gone. And we're here. Wherever here is. Besides in the Fade.
Solus called it the Lighthouse.
He did? When?
While I was out cold, he showed up in my dream and he's really mad that we stopped his ritual.
Good.
He's also trapped in some kind of prison in the Fade. Not happy about that either.
You're sure that wasn't just a dream? It's a reasonable reaction.
Solus can speak with people in their dreams. Even kill them.
I'm safe on that front. I bled a little when I got knocked out. Enough that he can gripe at me, but not enough that he can make my head explode.
So Solus is using blood magic, like any normal mage would to play with your mind.
But he's not a normal mage, like I told you. He's an elven god.
Putting together a nice ritual doesn't make him a god.
The gods of my people were incredibly powerful. I don't mean they were powerful like a skilled mage. I mean they destroyed entire cities. They shattered mountains. So no, they might not literally be gods, but they're a lot worse than whatever you're thinking.
All right, well, we've stopped the ritual and there doesn't seem to be an immediate danger. For now. You're certain Solus can't use blood magic to affect your mind?
I'm not certain of anything. But we're not out of danger.
What do you mean?
Solus had 2 of the other elven gods imprisoned. When he got trapped, they escaped.
So those things we saw come out of the Fade when the ritual went wild, those are...
Elganon and Gillenane. 2 of the ancient elven gods that Solus rebelled against. When I talked with Solus, he was scared of them. He said they were horrific tyrants.
Tyrants so powerful, elven history remembers them as gods.
Solus says Elganon and Gillenane drew on the Blight for power and became corrupted. That was when he imprisoned them.
So instead of 1 god running around, we have 2. And they're not just powerful, they're blighted.
We need to get out there and stop them.
Just like that, without Varric. And you're still getting back on your feet.
I'm fine. We can't just sit here and do nothing.
We need to investigate. Figure out what we're dealing with before we rush in and make things worse.
And how many more people will get hurt, get killed, while we spend time investigating?
If Elganon and Gillenane are worse than Solus, we can't go in blind. We need to know what they can do and what they want.
But we only have Solus's word about all of this.
Then let's go investigate for ourselves. We find out what we're dealing with, and then we take our shot.
Fine. The Illuvian led us here instead of back to Minrathous.
Let's hope it goes back to the ritual site. Maybe we can find some clues at the scene of the crime.
Harding, you okay to go?
I'm not gonna sit back while elven gods destroy the world because I have a headache.
All right then. Let's get back to the ritual site.
The Illuvian has its own special room. It's just down the stairs.
Whoa, okay, so I'm gonna actually save it now, because I haven't saved it since I started playing. And this is just always a habit I do, is I delete all these old saves before making a new, actual manual save. So, edit, and then I just type this character's name. For some reason, my Quinari character's name is slipping my mind. What was it? Aranir, that was his name. Right.
For all we know, there's a dozen demons waiting on the other side of that alluvion.
If it even takes us back to Arlithin.
Huddy, you sure you're up for this?
I'm fine.
Well then. Shall we?
Let's do this.
It's quiet. Well, isn't that a surprise?
There's the ritual site. But if the gods really did get out, they're not here anymore.
Right, let's take a look around and see if we can find...
Cut it down!
I'm trying! It's not working! I can't contain it!
Strife? Irlin? It's me, Lise Harding.
Harding? What are you doing back in Arlithin?
It's complicated.
I can see that.
Rook, Nev, this is Strife and Irlin. Varric and I met them when we first started hunting down Solus. They're veil jumpers, experts in ancient elven magic.
Hardly experts. I should have been able to shut that artifact down. I'm sorry, Tarith.
It's not your fault. Since the sky ripped open, the magic's been surging. Bunch of artifacts that had been dormant for centuries started coming alive. This is because of Finn Harel's... sorry, Solus's ritual, isn't it? You all were supposed to stop him.
We did stop him. The sky's not pulling itself apart anymore, is it?
But
But it didn't go as cleanly as we hoped. Solus got pulled into the Fade, and some things got pulled out. Or someone's, I mean. Two of the Evanurus. Elganan and Gillenane.
Mathalanast.
the elven gods of old, the Evanurus.
If they truly have returned,
Then things just got a whole lot worse.
So Elganan and Gillenane are loose. Which means what?
You thought Solus was bad. He's a bit of a bastard, true. But next to them, let's just say they weren't known for their kindness.
there's a reason Solus led a rebellion against the Evanurus, and a reason he imprisoned them.
But now they've escaped.
Tareth is in bad shape. We need to get him back to the camp.
We've still got dozens of veil jumpers unaccounted for.
How can we help?
We need to find Belara Luther. She's the best there is at working with our ancient artifacts.
And also at blowing them up.
She was off looking for another artifact before this ritual shook everything loose. If anyone can get a handle on all this wild magic and the artifacts it's setting off, it'll be her.
Right. Then you two get your friend back to your camp, and we'll find Balara.
Harding, I need you to stay with Strife and Irilyn, all right?
What? No, I'm coming with you.
You're a great shot, Harding. You can help the Veil Jumpers here. They need you.
Fine. Since they need me.
We'll meet you back at the Veil Jumper Camp. It's just south of here.
Balara's out near some elven ruins to the west. At least she was 3 days ago. I'd start your search there.
Good luck, Rook. And thank you.
Holy moly. It's a lot
Is
of
it me?
cutscenes, and then I'll do this little
Or is there
section, and there's
something
going to be
strange
some more
about this fog?
cutscenes.
I've never seen
But
fog
again,
like
I don't
this.
like to really talk during
Something's-
cutscenes if I can help it,
So that
or
suit of armor
combat
is
also if I
moving.
can help it.
About to have a problem.
Gotcha. Oh, people. Where'd you come from?
Balara? Balara Luther. Strife and Irilyn sent us to find you.
Who are you, exactly?
Call me Rook.
Nev Gallus.
Wait, I know that name, but protocol is to wait a full week before they send anyone out to look for me. I've only been gone 3 days.
Well, the situation's changed. For the worse, unfortunately. Our gods, Elganar and Gillinane, they've escaped from Fen'Harel's prison. And by all accounts, they want to destroy the world.
Oh, yes, that is very much for the worse. Okay, wait. I need a second.
I've had a couple of days, and I'm still trying to wrap my head around it.
It does sort of explain a few things, though.
Like what exactly?
The surge of raw magic in the area. These artifacts started waking up a while ago, but in fits and starts. One here, a couple there. Then, a couple of days ago, the sky split open. And now, raw magic. Thick as fog. Only a god, or gods, could have done that. There's something kind of exciting about it. And dangerous. Really dangerous. Dangerous enough that I was gonna head back to the Veil Jumper camp, but...
But what?
See that shimmer? That's a veil bubble. It's separating us from the rest of the real world, so to speak. You can only pass through it one way. Once you're in, you can't get out.
I think I'd prefer to stay in one piece, yeah.
Right, me too. But I think I can find a way out. A bubble like that? There has to be something at the center that's generating it. Something powerful. If we can find it and remove it, safely, I mean, the bubble itself should collapse.
And then we're back in reality?
I sure hope so.
Well then, let's get going.
I've been trying to get to the artifact at the center of the bubble, but these magical constructs keep getting in the way.
A few dozen demons shouldn't be a problem.
Spirits, not demons. They're animating those suits of armor. The armor's attuned to the artifact to protect it from threats.
Ah, and I'm guessing it sees us as threats.
So yeah, like I said too, I hope I can at least still kind of talk at like a normal-ish pace, but said I think that's what happened, was I'm pretty sure I cut the sensitive part of my throat with what I ate for supper on Saturday, and it was okay, yesterday, but today it's starting to get real sore. So I don't think I talked too much during the stream yesterday compared to how much I usually talk. I think it's because it had a lot of cutscenes. Because, you know, it's the end of the game, you got a lot of cutscenes, right? And a lot of combat, too.
Demons! Right where we need to go.
Let's deal with them.
Well, that's done. Any ideas on what the artifact we're looking for might be?
I have a couple of theories, but nothing definite. We might find some clues in the ruins, though.
I don't usually see elven ruins that haven't been picked over.
Not many people come this...
Well, isn't this a sight?
Wait, is this? No, it can't be. Not here.
Can't be what?
We have to get over there. The artifact we're looking for must be inside.
Do you know what this place
Every
was?
time I go through this
Could've
part,
been a
I
temple,
always, for
could've
some
been
reason,
where they
just
stored
get the
food.
nostalgic
But judging by the
feeling of
sentinels,
when I first went through the game, and I don't know why it's just this game specifically. It's because I so distinctly remember playing it for the
feels
first
like an
time.
armory, or something like that.
And again, to be fair,
Why
I
would
kind of
there
that
be
way
an
with all the
armory
Dragon
this
Age
far
games. For
out?
some reason, this one
Warlords.
particularly
Ancient
stands
elves
out.
had a lot of them.
No way across. Think we can make the jump?
So I remember
Oh, no,
Origins
we can
was
make a
on
bridge.
Boxing Day or
There
the day
should
after
be a power
Boxing Day. I
crystal
can't remember.
somewhere nearby.
But I remember my sister
Got
was
it.
like, "Oh, we should get
Bring
this
it
game
over here and
because it
slot
was
it in."
after it was after the original Mass Effect trilogy. Sorry, the original Mass Effect game came out, and she was looking up BioWare games. She's like, you know what, we should try Dragon Age Origins, and I was like, okay, cool. It was on sale at Walmart for the Boxing Day sale, so my sister had the money to buy it, so she bought it. And I'm the one who ended up playing it first. And I'm not gonna mention how embarrassingly bad that playthrough was. But, I kind of remember playing that one for the first time, but not really. I kept tapping the A button to attack, even though you only have to press it once. Dragon Age 2, I remember, 'cause I was at my dad's house. And then we had one copy at my dad's house, and I started a file there. But I didn't get very far, because then I went to go visit my mom, and I started a file at her house. And then I managed to beat it within a week, because I was only with her for a week. And Inquisition, I remember it came out, and my sister was at work, and I wasn't. She went to work, and of course, we were in Canada. It had snowed by this time. It was like November 18th, I guess. It had already snowed by this point, so my sister's running home after work with Slurpees in her hand, running home. So she can watch me play Inquisition for the first time. So I remember that. And this game I remember because it was on Halloween. And I was wearing my Halloween costume with a fog machine running.
And there we go.
In our living
Easy.
room.
Wow.
Which I still think is funny.
A
Because I was a
resonance
witch,
amplifier.
not a witch
It's
doctor.
drawing magic from the
Sorry,
ring
a
temple
plague
to this
doctor.
area. I need to shut it down before we can go up the path.
And I was wearing that
Doing
costume.
that will
I
attract
had
anything nasty that's hanging around.
the cape, the
We're
hat,
ready.
the mask on, and everything. And I even had a little staff, and I had a little fake lantern. And we had a fog machine that spit out different colors running, so it was really hard to see the game initially. You know what? It was totally worth it. Because I had a great Halloween.
Ready if you are.
The last of the magic.
Then I remember reading that a bunch of people with kids were complaining because they had to balance playing Dragon Age with getting their kids ready to go trick-or-treating. And I'm laying here like, man, perks about not having kids, and now my sister's gonna be one of those people who can't do as much because she's got a kid.
Energy.
I don't want kids.
That should be clear ahead.
Unfortunately for my mom, the only one of her kids that wants kids is the one that's married. The rest of us don't want kids. So any grandkids she gets is just going to be for my one sister. My other sister said maybe in like a decade she can adopt. Because well, obviously her and her girlfriend can't have kids, you know, doing whatever. My brother doesn't want them, and neither do I.
Damn! Another sentinel construct. We'll have to take it down. Okay, easy enough. But watch out. Whenever you see one, there's more nearby. Seeing these kinds of ruins never gets old.
So anyways,
Anything
my
here that
sister
can
and her,
help you
my other
piece
sister and her
together what
girlfriend
exactly
obviously
that
can't
artifact is.
get
I have a theory,
pregnant.
but we're miles away from where that artifact should be.
They're both part of the trans umbrella. Not strictly transgender, but part of the umbrella. And my brother has absolutely zero interest because he travels for work, right? So that would be the point anyways. And me, I just hate kids. They give me so much anxiety that even the thought of holding my sister's baby just makes me squeamish. So if I don't feel comfortable holding my sister's baby, I would not want my own. And the thing is I only remember one of my aunts having a baby, but that's because, and she made me hold the baby because she was like, everyone's got to hold my baby. I was 6 when that baby was born, and that's why I remember it, because I was 6. The rest of the next youngest one was born in 98, and I was only 4. I can't remember jack squat and crap when I was 4 years old. What am I gonna remember when I'm 4? I remember very few things from that time in my life.
It means I was right.
Right about what?
About where we are. The armory. And I think I know what the artifact is.
That's one for Rook. All set. Made it through that one.
Yeah.
So this is an armory. What sort of
My
artifact are we
youngest
finding?
2 cousins,
A weapon?
one was born in 98, one was
archive
born in
spirit.
2000, so I don't even remember the one born in
A
98.
creature of the Fade, bound to a
His
crystal.
mom, however, is my
Our
godmother.
ancestors used them to store knowledge and to help them dream.
You know, whatever. Yeah, no. I hate babies. I hate kids. I like baby animals. They're actually cute. They also don't keep crying in this small. Whoa! Oh my god. Ew.
Mythalinost. Darkspawn.
Another one of those resonance amplifiers.
Get ready. Once I shut it down, the path ahead will remain blocked until the magic dissipates.
We've got your back.
Sure thing.
Here we go. And we'll take that. Well, look at that. Eyes open. Time for a fight!
I've never seen Darkspawn this deep into Arlequin Forest before. As far as I know, it's never happened.
Could the Elven Gods be commanding the Darkspawn? Solus did say they were blighted.
You saw those Darkspawn, though? Something was different about them. More Darkspawn, right where you broke that wall.
I can see that below. But, you know, thanks for sharing anyways. You know what, it's way more fun to do this part this way. So I can just keep shooting ballisticals at it. Okay. Feels like that, ballistic cheat code in Origins for the final Archdemon fight all over again. Anyone who's played Origins knows what I'm talking about. Get him! That's like when I first played Origins, and my first playthrough was so bad I was stuck on the Archdemon fight for like an hour, because I kept dying. And the Archdemon fights, even on the highest difficulty, is really not that bad. I had Alistair in leather armor, light leather armor, and Liliana in her chantry robe
another
still.
resonance
So that should tell you all you need to know about
Should
how
be the
bad I
last
was
one,
at that game
I
initially when
hope.
it came out.
Fingers crossed.
I like to think I'm at least okay at it, if I can beat it on the highest difficulty. If I can beat a game on the highest difficulty, I have to at least be okay with it.
The last barrier's down. We're close. I can feel it.
See, and the thing is I beat all these games on the highest difficulty before I started streaming again, and I do not want to re-go through Veilguard on
Have you
Nightmare.
noticed something about the blight?
Personally,
Where it is, I
for
mean,
me,
It's almost
Origins
like
and
it's feeding off
Veilguard are
the
probably the
elven
hardest
magic.
ones to beat on Nightmare. Inquisition, I've beaten 1, 2, 3. This will be my 4th time beating it on Nightmare. And Veilguard I've beaten once, Origin I've beaten once, Dragon Age 2 I've beaten twice. Yeah, I'm not going through this game or Origins on Nightmare mode unless I absolutely am insane, which I am, but I also don't really want to.
If that building's what I think it is, then the alignment means we're here. This is it. This is where it was kept.
Where what was kept?
The archive spirit, or as the ancient elf called it, goddess Strthali. The possibility of knowledge.
Why is it called that?
I don't plan to find out.
More constructs ahead.
The inner sanctum. It's getting closer. Looks like this door is going to need a second power crystal.
Then let's go
Where did those things keep coming from? So now I'm gonna switch this, because I know there's still more Darkspawn, but I also want to just switch that. So I need to grab this, and then go back here and slot it in this. But yeah, I am crazy enough to try that again, but I'm not sure I want to rage on stream, because I'm not gonna lie, when I went through, well, when I went through all the games, I raged a little bit,
Another ballista.
but DA2 and Veilguard, and Veilguard are the ones I raged on, because they are arguably, to me, the most difficult games. Dragon Age 2 and Inquisition really aren't that hard. Meanwhile, like I said, Veilguard and Origins are, at least Veilguard's combat. Because you have to be very responsive and do the parries. And I'm not really good with perfect guards, like perfect guarding and parries and stuff like that. I suck at that. Which is why, as much as I love Kingdom Come Deliverance, that's kind of my issue with the combat, is it relies very heavily on, like, the perfect parries. Which, by the way, I still want to go through that game. I have both the first and second one. I just need to find the motivation to stop playing Dragon Age.
All that's left
The motivation to stop.
I have so many questions for it.
You're going to ask it questions?
Because I think
It's an
Inquisition, I'm on like a
archived spirit.
15 or 16 day streak of playing it in a row.
You'll see.
Oops. I can't help it, okay? I haven't had a game streak that long, apparently. Like, ever. According to my Discord.
Okay, here it is. The Nodus Derthalin.
So we take it and we're good, right? We can head back.
Oh, I wish. No, it's a lot trickier than that.
As if Darkspawn demons and animated suits of armor aren't tricky enough.
Nothing's ever easy, is it? So what makes this tricky?
If I remove the artifact the way I'd usually do it, it'll explode and take out half of Arlethan with it. Good news is, I think I can shunt the energy somewhere else. Okay, here we go. The way the magic is pulsing, I've never seen this before. It's almost like it's breathing. Ogre! That's an ogre! Wasn't expecting to fight an ogre today. Then again, I also didn't expect to learn that my gods are rampaging around and trying to end the world. Just one of those days. Okay. Let's see. Okay. There we go. Ooh. No. That's good. I think. Oh!
What does that crystal do?
Keeps the artifact powered. Focuses the ambient magical energy. That's why these things still work, thousands of years later. Oh! No, you don't!
Sulanan, Vir Sulevanan, and Asal Dirthara.
Well then.
I am the Nadas Dirthalan.
Right, I have questions.
I am the Nadas Dirthalan. What do you...
Where'd the spirit go? The Nadas Dithalan, I mean.
It went back into the crystal, but the crystal's broken. Until I fix it. It's kind of my thing, fixing magical stuff. Strife and Irulan will want to know about this. And the Blight, and the Darkspawn. Let me know when you're ready to head to the Veil-Jumper camp.
Okay, so... I'm gonna work and get this skill first, and then I'll work and start going over this way. But I really like to try to get the armor skill as soon as I can. It helps, it really does. Do this one and this one. So much cutscenes at the start of the game, I tell you. So I feel like it's good that I can keep muted for so long to rest my voice, because there's a lot of cutscenes at the start.
Right.
I love this game, but
Let's
the start of it
moving.
is kind of slow going.
I'll show you the way to the Veil-Jumper camp.
Harding gets her magical powers with the dagger. The start of this game is kind of slow, but I still like it.
Wounded, 16 on bed rest, and some of our most experienced fighters are still missing.
We're running out of veil jumpers. Whatever's going on out there, it's scary.
Jahel and Milva never reported back from Demeter's crossing.
There are 100 people living in that village, or near enough. You're back, and you're alive. Good.
Sounds like things have gotten a lot worse since we left.
Darkspawn. They're showing up all over Arlathan, attacking anyone in their path.
We've evacuated 3 daily settlements already.
We ran into Darkspawn too, near the Nadas Dirthalan.
Wait, you found the Nadas Dirthalan? The archive spirit? We could ask it about the gods. Figure out their next move.
Archive's broken. Won't tell us anything. But that doesn't matter. Any Dalish settlements we can save, we should.
So far, we've been lucky and arrived just in time. But given how fast these darkspawn are moving, it's only a matter of time till our luck runs out.
Well, it hasn't run out yet. So let's stretch it until it breaks.
If we could predict where they'd strike next, we might get ahead of them. But so far, they've been unpredictable.
Which leaves us with what?
Demetas Crossing.
What?
Irulan and Strife. When we came in, you said you'd lost contact with Demetas Crossing. We could go check it out. The three of us, I mean.
You mean 4? You're not leaving me behind.
You were just wounded. We can...
You'll have to tie me up to keep me here.
I don't know what you're going to find there, Rook. Likely nothing good. But you'd be saving people. And it might get you on the trail of the gods.
Demetas Crossing's on the far side of the lake. There's a small boat at the docks. It'll take you there. Watch your back out there. And good luck.
Yay! So yeah, as much as I love this game, like I said, the beginning of it was a mistake. Because you come here, and then you have to do the quest to get to Balar, and then you have to do this quest, and then you have to do the quest with Harding, and then you can go back to the lighthouse and do customization and all that fun stuff. But until then, it's just, they force you into this line of quests, which wouldn't be bad, but, I've been through this game so many times that I just kind of ignore a lot of this
We'll need a
beginning
boat to
bit.
get there. Let's head to the dock.
If you're in the market for instruments of dismemberment, just so happens I can help.
Okay, so you find this helmet there, but I'm still gonna buy it anyways. There's nothing else I can really buy here. But I like to get this, so that way I can get the upgrade for it. Although I like to have the light armor, like I said, with this particular build. I've only had this build with one other character, and it was with my Veil Jumper character. It's like I said, I had a character who was a Veil Jumper, like the human one, and he had...
Sounds like a lot happened
the
here.
Evoker specialization.
What hasn't happened?
And I remember having a lot of fun
This
with this
area is where
character because it was a build I didn't think I'd really enjoy,
City centuries
but
ago.
I actually
A
genuinely
lot of
loved
blood
playing
magic
that
during the
character.
war.
And now?
Whatever Solus did stirred up everything again.
I think I
The
named
old blood
him
magic from the war never went
Julian.
away.
Was it Julian?
Ancient relics appear out of thin air.
I think his name was
Ruins
Julius,
float.
actually.
It's like
Is
an
Julius
old
or
wound
Julian?
that never healed.
Ah.
And now it's bleeding
It was
again.
Julius or Julian, but I'm pretty sure it was actually Julius. Because I've got a hyphenated middle name, and Julius is one of them. And it's hyphenated middle name because that's the middle name I picked. So, I'll tell you the story in a second. So, my great-grandpa on my dad's side, on my dad's side, his dad, so his grandpa, so my great-grandpa, came directly from Sweden. I've actually saw his ferry ticket, because he didn't, this is like back before like planes, like extra plane travel and shit. It was like 1915 or 1916 or something when he came to Canada. Either way, he came from Sweden, and his name was Julius Brown, but Brown was spelled B-R-A-U-N. B-R-A-U-N. Because, you know, it was European, but they switched the spelling of the last name to the color. So, well, there you go, you know my last name now.
Rook, you
But
ready to
good luck
go?
trying to track where I am, because you need to find my dead name to find where I am. I'm Trixie, I can hide.
Harding, you sure you're up for this?
I'm fine. I need to get back in the fight.
Then let's go.
And my dead name is most certainly not European. It's not exactly very common. I've never once in my life met any singular person with my dead name.
I've never seen fog this thick in Demetta's Crossing. This isn't right. The dock usually has people bringing goods to market, bartering and shouting. It's always busy.
Something happened here.
Stay sharp.
Cause like my dad's dad, so my grandpa on my dad's side, his parents came from Sweden and Belgium, and my grandma on my dad's side, both of her parents came from like Norway. So my dad's side, I've got Swedish blood, I've got Norse or Nordic, whatever, blood, and Belgian. And then on my mom's side, her family came from Scotland, Belgium, and Germany. So I've got Scottish, Belgian, and German. So between the Swedish and the Belgian, that explains why I have such a sophisticated palate and chocolate.
Too quiet.
Where is everybody?
But seriously though,
It's market day.
I've got
People should be out selling
like a
eggs
lot
and
of
buying
people, a
bread.
lot more European
But
blood than
everything's
any
just
other
abandoned.
blood because, well,
They barricaded the main
European,
entrance
right?
into town.
To keep something out?
I was
No.
just happy to learn
It's blight. Even worse than in the forest.
that my grandma's on my dad's side.
Someone used powerful magic to dominate the minds of these villagers.
Like that would explain my odd interest and liking for my mom and my brothers for like
Look at that.
there's an Aravel on the roof, guys. I heard that line 1,000 times. What? An Aravel on the roof.
Something big. Stay
There
sharp.
absolutely is an Aravel on the roof.
Why were they looking for veil jumpers? What did the mayor want with them?
Nothing specifically, man.
Look, more people.
It's funny because I was talking to one friend, and of course they like to just playfully mock people of some other ethnicities, and I told them my mom's family's part Scottish, and they got so mad that when they learned my family's part Scottish. We have our own tartan pattern and everything.
That's one of your fellow veil jumpers? Valara!
Jahel! He's alive!
Valara.
We're going to help you. We'll get you down, Jahel.
No, listen. The gods have returned. I saw them. I heard their voices.
The gods did this?
A blood ritual to release the blight. The villagers, they said they needed power. Valara, be careful.
Help me, anyone!
Come on, that sounds close.
Help me! Hurry!
A dragon? Here?
No! 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 Please!
Hey!
And I'm sorry, but that guy with the wave that had the bleeding effect on his face, he looks like that. You know that whistleblower DLC from Outlast? That's kind of what he reminds me of. Is the creature that stops you from being the whistleblower. I don't know. That's kind of what that design is, I think, right? Over the weird thing that goes on. Yeah, that's what it reminded me of. I looked, I was like, huh, that's what that reminds me of. If you don't know what DLC I'm talking about, you're probably better off not.
You're the mayor of this town.
The village. The people. Are they,
Blighted. Dead. All of them.
You gave them to the gods, didn't you? Didn't you?
They were in my head. Infecting my thoughts. They made me do it. Please, help me.
Deep breaths. Tell me what happened.
I tried to protect people. You have to believe me. The gods told me to lure the Veil Jumpers to the center of town. The others were to be rounded up and kept safe. They would be the first to witness the glory of Gillenane's new creation. She showed me gold. So much gold.
So you brought the Veil Jumpers to the middle of town.
For a blood sacrifice.
Because the gods needed power.
Did you know what the gods would do?
The Veil Jumpers, they were just strangers. I thought if they were taken first, everyone else might be spared.
So you did know.
The gods exploited his greed and fear.
I'm supposed to feel sorry for him? I say we leave him right here.
But I'll die. The blight. Everywhere. What if the dragon comes back?
If we let you go, you'll run straight back to the gods.
They were in his head. Their influence might linger.
I understand what they do now. I won't be tempted again, I swear.
Rook?
Let's get him out of there.
What? This entire village is dead because of him.
I know.
Then why spare him?
We don't kill people. Not like this. We're not murderers. We're not like the gods.
Thank you.
I didn't ask for your gratitude.
Then, if I may offer some advice, steel yourself. I felt their power. The promises they make, it's irresistible.
Then try harder next time. Don't make me regret saving you.
Yes, of course. But you all should be worried about the rest of the world. Or this will be our future.
The Fade had opened, and the gods were free. Thanks to Solus, they'd woken up to find their empire, their subjects, even their fellow gods, all gone. But they still had the power of the Blight, and corrupting a village was just the start. They made plans to tap more of the Blight. All of it. To rebuild their empire. As a path to power, it had its costs. And everyone would pay for it.
Dun dun dun. Okay, so now I can fast travel and then more cutscenes with a character I don't care much for. I think I've mentioned before I'm not a huge fan of Morgan. But you know what? That's fine. That's fine. I understand
Did
her
you find our
importance,
scouts?
so.
They're dead. I'm sorry. Elganon and Gillenane sacrificed them in some kind of ritual.
Creators. What about the rest of the village?
The ritual spread blight everywhere. The entire village was overrun.
The few who survived are controlled by blood magic. Their minds are gone.
Elgarnon and Gillenane used them like puppets.
I dare say it was a show of force. They will not rest until you are on your knees, fearful, cowering, helpless in the face of such power.
Lady Morrigan?
'Tis simply Morrigan to you, Scout Harding. What a pleasure to see you again.
Rook, this is Morgan, an old acquaintance. I thought she could help.
Morrigan helped the Inquisition when Varric and I were part of it. She knew more about ancient magic than anyone, except Solus.
'Twas both pleasure and necessity to help then, as it is now. Stopping Elganon and Gillenane shall require many hands.
Then I look forward to your help.
How refreshing. Your cooperative nature is appreciated in return.
What can you tell us about, all this?
As dangerous as Solus himself may be, his imprisonment of the gods was just. To leave them unchecked would have been the very end of Thedas.
Not if we stop it first.
Ah, the confidence of youth. You shall need a good deal more of it.
I suppose you have some advice?
Set aside your notions of godhood and see them for the ancient, powerful mages they are. Standing against them shall require serious magic of your own. When you interrupted the Dreadwolf's ritual, did you happen across any of the tools he used?
He had a dagger, but it got lost in the chaos.
Then you would do well to find it. 'Tis better in your hands than those of the gods.
Is there anything else Solus might have had that could help us? We're in his, well, he calls it the lighthouse?
Ah, yes. The legendary sanctum of the Dreadwolf. 'Tis said his Illuvian, the Viravas, could travel to any other Illuvian of his choosing.
That's not how it works right now. It only goes to Arlethan.
I can take a look at it. Maybe fix it, even. I know Illuvians better than most.
Any help you can offer, we'd appreciate.
If Illuvians even work the same way, all the magic is different now. Our gods are back. Our gods! And they're killing people and blinding the world. How do we stand up against that?
None of us can do this alone, but we can stop them together. Alara, you're one of the only people in the world who can get our Illuvian working. Harding can track down the Lyrium dagger, and Nev can spot any clues we might miss that give us more information. Let's get to work. There's a lot of fight ahead of us.
Indeed. Prepare yourselves well and have a care in your choices. These are the times in which legends are born or slain. In this battle, I shall render whatever assistance I am able.
Right. Let's move.
Good gosh. After investigating the town at the British Crossing, the team discovered the gods had laid waste to the town of Blight. Worse, they tempted the mayor to betraying his people for gold. The team decided to spare the mayor's life. Gold! I love me some gold. Actually, I hate gold. It's gaudy.
You can do this, Lace. It's gotta be done. I should have taken the shot.
That would have made things worse.
You don't know that. All you have are guesses.
We're up against something unfamiliar, working with more rumors than facts. Of course, that's all I have.
I should have taken the shot.
You didn't take the shot. I destroyed the statue. Who do you want to blame more for the outcome? We all did what we thought was best in the moment.
And look where it got us. Tried to stop the world from being swallowed by chaos, and now it might be swallowed by chaos anyway. Elven gods escaped from their prison, Solus is in your head, and we're scrambling to figure out what to do. And Varric.
Varric knew the risks. He knew what it might cost.
We're still standing. The fight's not over.
You know, I like that about you, Lace. You don't stop fighting, you push for answers and action, while I can get stuck on questions forever.
Well, we need someone who can put the pieces of the puzzle together. We're fighting the unknown.
Exactly. Everyone has a part to play. Varric brought us together because of our strengths. He wanted a team he could rely on. We have to be that team.
Play to our strengths.
And rely on each other.
I think I can manage that.
Then let's find Solus's dagger. It'll be
The
a start.
power of friendship. That is exactly what that is. Just referencing good old powers of friendship. I can get behind that. It's an RPG. That's what they do.
Look,
I can feel lingering magic. Powerful magic.
the dagger was
Whoa.
Darkspawn. Oh no, what if it took the dagger?
Only one way to find out.
I try to limit my usage of the orb again.
There it goes.
But because it does necrosis damage and Darkspawn resist necrosis damage. I'll switch to my staff. Because they're weak to fire and they resist necrosis. So.
Big Darkspawn coming right
Whoa.
at us! We have to go after that ghoul. Let's get this gate open.
Look up there. That magical device.
I was like mid-itch when that Darkspawn was attacking. I'm just glad you don't actually need to push the analog stick in a direction for Rook to move. Rook moves, if you have the analog stick pushed like right or left or forward, Rook will move in those directions, but if you're not pushing the direction at all, Rook moves backwards.
Good work.
Which
Let's keep
helps,
on the trail.
because that's where I wanted to go with backwards. Yeah, unless you're actually moving the stick left, right, or forward, Rook will always go backwards. So like this, because I'm not pushing, but then I'm pushing left and right like that. But then when I just push circle, Rook just moves back like that. Which helps, like I said. And look, see,
Darkspawn
Forest
don't
Guardian
usually
Veil,
collect
medium
things,
helmet.
do they?
Solus's dagger is special. They
I
might
know
have been
my
drawn
way
to
around
it.
this game, kind of. I know where a lot of the secret things are, more or less. I played through this game enough.
Anyone
at
spot
least.
that ghoul? It must have come this way.
Look
Counting
out!
because I've been
More
through the damn
Darkspawn
game
ahead.
games.
Nice, Rook.
And yet somehow I still don't have a single friend willing to play them.
More Darkspawn coming out of those pools.
Well, on the one hand, at least I can talk to my sister about Dragon Age. My one sister, anyways, the one that's not having a baby.
You got it.
Not too bad.
Great hit, Rook.
Did you find the dagger?
I don't think these Darkspawn took it. Let's keep looking.
Sorry for like that last little bit. I didn't know whether or not I needed to sneeze. Turns out I did. So I'm glad I kept myself muted until I actually sneezed.
Over there, our dagger thief.
More blight in the way.
Sorry, whenever I shake my head or turn it even a little bit, I'm wearing earrings with bells in them. So if you ever hear any dinging noises, it's my earrings. They're little jingle balls.
And there's probably another one.
Nicely done. I mean, it's
Ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling.
gross, but you can't argue with results.
I've got a lot of earrings. Talking to one coworker, and he's like, well, I've been thinking about getting my ears pierced. And I told him, one of the greatest forms of expression is piercing any part of your body. Especially your ears, because you can get so many different types of earrings that kind of match like your mood, or your aesthetic, or just anything, like even things you're interested in. Earrings are one of the best forms of expression for piercings. Ears, I think ears, you can get a lot of neat little belly button piercings, but mostly ears and ear piercings and tattoos. I did have my eyebrow pierced for a bit, but I think I mentioned that piercing got infected, so I had to get it removed.
Got it.
Watch it! Got us at a distance.
Look, another one of those
I was
magical
like, man,
beams.
this is so cool to have my
There
eyebrow
are
pierced,
two
so I
of these
got it
devices
pierced.
this time.
And then,
I bet we'll need to direct beams at both of them.
clearly, my ears can be pierced. They're not as sensitive as the skin on my face. Because I had the eyebrow piercing for...
That's one. Now to find the other.
It was roughly about a month. And then it was done out of town. Like, because we picked my sister from the airport in Regina. And that's where I got the piercing done, but we didn't want to go back and check. So we went to a local piercer, like that worked in the city I live in, which isn't big enough to have an airport. But anyways, we went there, and she's like, oh yeah, no, that's infected, so we'll probably just have to take it out. unless you want to risk keeping it in and doing whatever. And I said, no. Just, we'll take it out. It sucks, but it's fine. So she took it out, and now I have a scar. Where my piercing is.
Good work. Now let's see
but
what's
unless you're
behind
like
that gate.
right in front of my face, you're not gonna see it because it's actually. Because you know, like in games where you give a character a scar on their eyebrow, or even in real life, you see people with scars right around their eye. There's missing hair in that spot because you know hair can't grow over the scar. Yeah. I'm missing a little bit of hair on my one eyebrow. Because that's where my piercing was taken from. And now I've got a scar with a little bit of missing hair right above my eye. My right eye? Left eye? I can't even remember what eye it was. My left one. Facing forward, I was like, no, it's definitely my right one. No, I'm sure it was my left one. I'm like, trying to picture the selfies I took when I still had my piercing. I'm pretty sure it was my left one. Like my left eyebrow. Trust me, I wish I still had my eyebrow piercing. My sister, the pregnant Mary, she's got like a bull ring piercing in her nose, and I think she's got her tongue pierced in her ears. And she's got about, I think, 9-ish, I think it's like 9 or 10 tattoos. My dad had 1 tattoo. My brother and no piercings. My brother has no piercings, and I think about 11 or 12 tattoos, I think. My mom used to have her tongue pierced. She used to have her nose pierced. She used to have her ears pierced, but she got all those removed. I think she had her belly button pierced at one point. And she's got about 10 or 11 tattoos as well. My sister that moved to Australia, she does not want a tattoo, and she wants those big hoop earring piercings because she's crazy. And right now I have my ears pierced and I have 4 tattoos. Or if you count my finger and hand, then they're separate. Or if you want to count all the words on each of the letters on each of my fingers as separate tattoos, I've technically got 14, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, but I don't count the letters on my fingers all as separate ones. Because they're all part of the same tattoo idea that I gave the tattoo artist. So yeah, I've got 4. One on my right hand and my right fingers. It's an Inquisition symbol. With the Elven word for freedom written on my fingers. The left hand is the Assassin's Creed Valhalla assassin symbol, with the word creed written in runes on my left hand, and then on my left arm, kind of between my elbow and my wrist, there's a little semicolon transcribed cut. Semicolons like to support people and people who have fought past suicidal thoughts. So that's why I have it, and a memorial tattoo for my dad on my right shoulder. Because I wanted
That
words.
has to be the ghoul we're
there's a lot of
tracking.
space for words.
Better hope it still has the dagger.
We got
Look out!
whatever you say.
In the tattoo, the words are, "We only part to meet again," with the year he was born and the year he passed, and two birds on the either side.
Lyrium.
Harding?
After this scene, I gotta go take the dog out. I'm just waiting for this cutscene to end here.
The eternal hymn, the prayer and the proclamation. Is to know. I am. We are free again. Whole again. Here again. Here again.
Harding!
I can hear it. The Song of the Stone. What is happening to me? What the?
Okay, I'll be right back. Ow, I gotta let the dog out. I'm back. Oh, I forgot to switch. I forgot to transition my scenes. But I am back. Oh, sure enough, it's snowing out there. It's snowing and it's windy. Typical Saskatchewan winter. Or December, sorry. Typical Canada December, especially in these middle three provinces, I should say.
Are you moving those rocks?
I don't know. I don't know how to control it.
I'm good to go.
On the left. Nice moves. They're coming from the right.
Watch it. Oh, there's a nice shot. How's that?
On to you. That dagger.
Got 'em.
What did it do to me?
Not sure, but we should get back. We'll talk it through there.
And now the long drag at the beginning of the game is mostly done. So we got a
Your
couple more
pet
cutscenes to go.
has failed, sister. And now the magic of the Dreadwolf's dagger is hidden from me. Finn Harrell meddles once again.
If his dagger's beyond our reach, we must craft another. Made of red lyrium.
You said something took you over,
Something like that?
and it's still with you.
Yes. I think so. It can't be possession, can it?
I doubt it. Dwarves can't be possessed. They aren't connected to the Fade. Solus's dagger triggered this event. But how? Or why? I'm sorry, Lace. I wish I had answers.
It's all right. Talking has helped. And hey, we got the dagger, right? Mission accomplished. Dwarves have never used magic. We can't.
It's not the magic I know.
What do you mean?
It's clearly stone-focused, which makes sense. Dwarves are children of the stone.
Mages connect to the Fade. Dwarves reach out to the stone? Maybe?
Maybe.
I guess we don't have any real answers.
It's a wonderful gift. You must be proud.
But I didn't do anything to earn this. How could I be proud? I don't even know how it happened. It's all a little strange. But not in a bad way. I feel connected.
To
the stone. Dwarves call ourselves children of the stone. Some of us have what we call stone sense. Those that have it can feel caves, lyrium veins and faults in the rock. I wasn't one of them. Maybe the dagger unlocks something hidden. But this is more than the stone sense I know. I hope you're right that this is a gift. I'd be heartbroken if it caused problems.
I trust you have all this handled. You always have things handled.
I just hope I can use this magic to do what's right.
I have faith.
I'll send word to the Grey Wardens about the blight we saw. And then I'm gonna lie down.
And we need more answers about what the gods are planning. I'll find some place to relax and try to reach Solus in the Fade.
Good luck. Try not to let him get to you. It feels like we're finally making some progress. And I'm not sure what my new magic's about, but I know it feels right.
With their eyes on the Dreadwolf and the gods he'd set loose, they couldn't see their own personal demons coming to haunt them. Harding told herself it felt right. She was connected to the stone, to the lost titans, and all of Dwarven history with its buried secrets. How could that be anything but good?
Okay, so before I do that stuff to talk to Solus, I guess I should go talk to Harding.
Guess I should find some place to try to talk to Solus.
And get this, of course. Kirkwall's finest, common appearance. And then Sun Middle and 7-1. Spectre of Battles Past, Paragon of Leadership, and Command Helmet. I like that they specifically changed it to Vitar, sorry. When you're Quinari, I like that little touch. It seems so small, but it's so nice.
Toldar, it's a tunnel. Vedun gar velos atredum. But velos atredum is nothing like Isatunal.
Isatunal. I remember. After you touched the dagger, the prayer, the proclamation, Isatunal. What exactly are you proclaiming?
They don't remember. No one remembers. We don't even know what we lost.
Harding? Are you in there?
I'm sorry, what?
What does Isatunal actually mean?
Isatunal is an affirmation, a statement of existence, of being. It means, I am here. But no, not I. I is singular, but it isn't. We either. We is multiple, but also separate.
What?
Isatunal is the eternal hymn that encompasses all time. All spaces. I am, we are, this and that, here, there, now, and forever.
What's important is that you're happy.
Happy? Happy's not it. Whole. Right, maybe. I'm certain Isatunal describes how we, the dwarves, once were. But none of the books say anything about it. None of the histories are right. If we forgot something so important, What else did we forget?
I don't know.
I'm sorry. I don't expect you to have an answer. Thanks for letting me babble, by the way.
Anytime. That's what I'm here for.
This game's been out long enough where I think I can say something. I always found it, well, it is actually not super funny, but interesting that this is the first game where they actually allowed I mean, you could count, well, when you're a dwarf in Inquisition Origins you can da-da-da-da. But the first companion that's a dwarf that you can romance, she can die very easily. She's one of 2 people that has to die.
Wait,
or has the option to die.
Darren wasn't there before. I don't think.
The game's been out long enough where if you don't know this
Therefore,
by
Harding
now,
must have
then
put my
that's
pack
your
here.
problem, not mine.
That makes sense. Better place to
Because you
sleep than the
have
infirmary.
her
Guess I
or
can spare a
Davrin
few.
have to die. One of those 2 has to die at the end of the game. And of course, the thing is when
Few
Davrin
moments to
dies, so does
unpack my
Hassan.
things.
So I have a hard time justifying keeping Harding alive over Davrin just for that main reason alone. I do like Harding, don't get me wrong, but Hassan, I can't kill Hassan.
I reckon it's life lessons. I asked him how we were supposed to stop Solus, and he gave me this. Take a long, hard look at it, kid. It'll always show the face of a hero who can get it done. Honestly, my scars are pretty good. They add character. And you should see the other guy.
Yeah, no, this character's not part of that trans umbrella. Most of my characters are, but this one is not.
The ever-turning orb. My final training project as an apprentice. I spent months finding the precise balance of energy flows to make the enchantment permanent.
And by most, I mean most of them are non-binary. I have one character who's trans, but most of them are just non-binary. Either non-binary or just cisgendered. But I have my one transgender character. He's my really far file on the PC. Because I've got a Quinari and then an actual really far file. The really far file on that one is the transgender character. I love him. He's amazing. His design, I'm
Might
obsessed
have
with
gone
it.
faster if I hadn't been exhausted from too many late-night escapades. Oh well. Still got it done.
His name is Trinity, and he's really pretty. I love him.
A peddler gave me this after I saved his caravan from bandits. He told me the scroll went back even before Tevinter. Said that elves had a rich history. Even more than the rest of us. Too many humans look down on us, even though elves were here first. Yeah. Nice to have someone see how much our people have done. I helped a lot of Minratha's slaves escape to freedom the night I met Varric. Then the Magisters cracked down in retaliation, and the Shadow Dragons decided I was too much trouble to keep around. I'm never going to apologize for freeing slaves. But I hope the Shadow Dragons got through the backlash safely. Right. That's better. Now, how do I connect to Solus? Just sleep or relaxing? Maybe if I clear my mind.
Back so soon. It must have been worse than I had thought.
Hello, Dreadwolf.
Ah, but perhaps I am mistaken. You may be here to correct me, to tell me that my concerns were unfounded. I am, after all, remembered as the god of lies, treachery, and rebellion.
So you're gonna be insufferable about it. See, this is the reason nobody likes you.
I led a rebellion for centuries that culminated in the creation of the Veil and the destruction of the Elven Empire.
Okay, this is among the reasons nobody likes you.
My information was accurate. Now you realize that the danger is real.
I need to know what the gods are planning.
You are asking for knowledge no mortal in this world is privy to. If I am to share it with you, I need to know what makes you the right person to lead the fight against Algernon and Gillenane.
Someone has to do something. I may not be the right person for this job, but I'm the only one left.
So your call to action is that any attempt is better than none?
I met Varric when he asked the Shadow Dragons for help with freeing an old friend from Venatori slavers. The Shadow Dragons had a safe plan that wasn't going to work.
So you and Varric led an armed rebellion and dealt a devastating blow to the Venatori.
How'd you know that?
You helped Varric pursue me for the better part of a year. It would have been foolish not to learn about who was hunting me.
Then you know that if someone has to make a call, I'll do it.
I suppose I was not so different when I started.
Started what?
My rebellion against the Evanuris. The Elven Gods, as you call them. They wish to reclaim their dominion over this world. To accomplish that, they will need two things. First, the Blight. What exists in this world is a bare fragment of its power. The rest is imprisoned, until they release it.
The Blight didn't escape with the gods?
Algernon and Gillenane escaped largely empty-handed, fortunately. Most of the Blight is still trapped in the prison I created ages ago.
So what we saw at that village, that's them not at full strength?
Correct.
The rest of the Blight is imprisoned? There's more than what's in the world already?
Yes. Centuries ago, the Magisters of Tevinter opened my prison. A tiny fragment of the Blight escaped. That fragment grew beneath the earth and led to the Blights that have swept across the world. However terrible the Blight is now, it is a mere fraction of what we will see if its full power is unleashed.
I don't understand. Elgernon and Gillenane were elves like you, right? Why would they want to blight the world?
It is my fault. As the Dread Wolf, I was a thorn in their side. When my efforts weakened their grasp on the Elven people, they grew frustrated, then desperate.
And turned to the Blight.
Once the corruption took hold of them, they were blind to its horror. It was just another source of power for them. Now they would blight the world without hesitation and call us backward and foolish for opposing them.
Then we shut down whatever they need to do to free the Blight.
They will need to pierce the veil to reach the Blight's prison. My Lyrium dagger is one of the few artifacts capable of doing so.
We've already recovered it from the ritual site.
Excellent. Then they will have to make their own. That will give you time.
You said the gods needed two things, and the Blight is the first. What's the second?
Followers. They have called themselves gods. And what is a god without worshippers to sing their praises?
I'm not going to bend a knee to blighted, murdering monsters just because their ears are pointed like mine. I don't think many other elves are going to either.
Agreed. Algernon and Gillenane care little for the elves. They will find worshippers among those hungry for power. Tyrants and bullies. The cruel and the corrupt, who fear their own vulnerability and seize any chance to feel strong. If you hunt them, they will lead you to Algernon and Gillenane.
Thank you. I'll go poke at the cruel and the corrupt, and we'll see what we find.
The Veravas, the lighthouse Soluvian, can take you anywhere, if you master its secrets. Have you done so?
Not yet, but we've got one of the Veil Jumpers working on it. She'll get it sorted, and we'll see how it goes.
Yes, I suppose we will. And when you speak with Varric, please tell him that I regret what happened.
Not a lot I can do via with the means of customizing right now, but I'm glad I finally got the option to edit things. Except the beginning is a little slow going, but you know what? It's gonna pick up now finally. It just takes about 2 hours.
So Solus told the truth about the gods.
You heard? It's bad, Varric. If you'd seen Demeter's crossing...
The team needs to act fast. And it can't do that with me leading from a bed. You've got to take point on this.
I can't do what you do. I've barely been holding it together in the short time you've been out.
You don't need to do what I do. You just need to get it done. Rook, when I put this team together, what did I look for? A detective to find the Dreadwolf, and a scout to get us the lay of the land. Exactly the people he'd expect me to recruit. Disciplined, predictable. And then there's you. Remember when we first met, kid? You risked your neck to bring down an entire slavery ring. Pretty much by yourself.
I had help.
Sure. I got winded about 5 minutes in. You did most of the work. Ticked off a bunch of Minrathous big shots, but you've got a knack, kid.
For what?
Finding a way through the wildest shit I've ever seen. With a plan that no one expects. On the best day of his life, Solus wouldn't see you coming, Rook. And don't worry. I'll still be here to talk if you need me.
There is something. Did Nev tell you about me talking to Solus in the Fade?
I had some good arguments with Chuckles back in the day. I can't imagine being stuck with him in my head. But how are you feeling about it?
Your old friend is kind of an asshole, Varric.
I'd love to be a fly on the wall while the two of you get into it. Solus fought a rebellion against Elgar'nan and Gillenane. He didn't want to be a god. But he's also a lot older and more powerful than any of us. He looks at us like we're toddlers.
So how do I deal with him?
Act like you're as smart as he is, and he'll be insufferable. Show him you respect his age and experience, and he'll remind you he's just a man. Honestly, pick whichever of those pisses you off less.
He also asked me to tell you that he regrets what happened. Hurting you, I mean.
Chuckles is sentimental. He could burn the world down, and the thing that would make him cry is a single flower with blackened petals.
I'll let you get some rest.
You're gonna be fine, Rook. Hey, one last thing before you go. I've been racking my brain thinking of contacts who might help us with these gods.
You got any ideas?
Nothing. But being a leader isn't about having all the answers yourself. It's about knowing who does. Nev has connections to a whole world that Harding and I barely know. Might be worth talking to her.
Will do. Thanks, Varric.
Anytime.
So I'm at least gonna get to the crossroads for that first bit, and then that's when I'll wrap up the stream. Feels like I had a short 3.5, not even, just shy of 3.5 hour long stream. But I did stream for 2.5 hours before this. I just, you know, figured out I need to do some grinding in Inquisition. And I shot myself in the foot by putting that half experience thing on. So I'll do that sometime off stream. We'll have to wait and see.
Hey, Nev. Hi, Wisps.
Yeah, they're still here, but you're here for leads. You want allies to go after the gods? I've got places to look, if we can get anywhere but Arlathan.
Valara's working on it. What have you got?
Let's start with the angles we know. The gods are corrupt magic personified. Who do we hire to fight that? First, the Antivan Crows.
You want to fight gods with assassins?
Not just any assassin, their most feared mage killer, the Demon of Virantium.
You think a trained killer will like us?
What's not to love? The demon got his nickname taking out blood mages and Venatori. From everything I've learned, the reputation was earned. I never uncovered his real name, and there's been fewer stories the last few years. But the Crows would know. I can set a meeting with their bosses.
Time to make new friends.
We'll see if it works.
You said the Crows were first. What's next?
A trip home.
Back to Minrathous.
Capital city and heart of Tevinter. An empire of mages that knows a thing or two about corrupt magic. And who fights the worst of it?
The Shadow Dragons. Good idea. Resist the gods with our own resistance group.
If the gods enter the empire, our contacts back home might get something.
Years with the Shadow Dragons, and this is the first time we've worked together.
Directly. I gather information for the Shadows. You might have used one of my leads. And I've heard of you.
I bet everyone heard about the Nessus job.
You were right to avoid Minrathous after more than one Magister wanted your head. It was good work, though. And we've got more ahead.
You know, I miss the other Shadows. Or I do when I get a second to think.
How many of those have you had?
I don't know. 5?
Sounds about right.
So we talked to the Crows in Antiva and the Shadow Dragons in Minrathous.
I wouldn't mind checking in on my neighborhood either. If Balara's ready for us.
Yeah. Should check how things are going.
Almost there. I just have to... Shit! Sorry.
Can I help?
No, I got it. Mostly. Mirrors are funny things, aren't they? Reflections. They distort reality, no matter what you try. And there's the trick. Control that distortion. There you have it.
What is that place?
If I had to guess, it's the Fade. Another part of it, I mean.
Didn't Morrigan say this Illuvian could go anywhere? Didn't think that meant elsewhere in the Fade.
She called it the Vir of Us. Freedom of ways. I wonder...
If that is the Fade on the other side, won't it be dangerous? As the Fade often is?
More dangerous than elven gods who wield the Blight as a weapon?
Point taken.
Some of the older texts talk about a place in the Fade where all the Illuvians meet. A crossroads where you could travel across all of Thedas in just minutes.
Right. We saw something similar when we were chasing Solus. I wonder if it's the same.
It is alike, and it is not.
Who are you? And how did you get here?
The Wolf's Fang. You carry it now. Old paths. A new journey. Through there. I will wait.
Well, can't tell if that's a trap or not. But we're short on options. One way to find out.
And it didn't feel dangerous, you know? Almost more... sad.
Just because something's sad doesn't mean it isn't dangerous.
I can think of an example or two that proves that.
And we still don't know what this Illuvian's gonna do. One of us should probably stay behind in case it closes.
Good point.
Just tell us when you're ready to go, Rook, and then we can figure out what's going on.
Hello again. Who are you?
A caretaker. I go where I am needed, dweller. Now, I am here.
And where is here?
The crossroads.
Oh, the crossroads. Right. Of course.
The Evanurus hunger for the crossroads. Their influence is spreading. Blight, death, madness. They send their minions to claim this place. The crossroads is in a time of need, dweller. I cannot protect you.
You don't have to. If you're standing against the gods, then consider us reinforcements.
No idea what I just did. Aside from click the stream end button. Because I pressed F11 and F12 at the same time because those are my transition keys. And the F12 key opened up some weird transcript thing at the bottom of my screen. But anyways, like I said, I was going to wrap this up here. As for what I'm going to do tomorrow at this point, I have no idea. What I'm doing tomorrow is definitely not set in stone at this point. But I will be doing Inquisition and Veilguard simultaneously for trophy runs. Like platinum trophy runs. Just because I really feel like playing a lot of Dragon Age. But anyways, I had a lot of fun. If you want to check out all my socials on my main Twitch page, Instagram, BlueSky, YouTube, Discord, all that's there. I had a lot of fun, and I hope you all had fun as well. I hope you all have a good night, and bye-bye.